Avi Meyers, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine. Thanks, entire technical crew, Sonny Hersh. Check us out on the web, www.ntnm.org, to see all our shows. Over 38,000 web watches, probably 39 or 40 by now. It's just amazing the way the numbers are climbing. We urge you to be part of your CAPS organization in the West Rogers Park and Rogers Park. Go to caps24.org, the site that Sonny runs. Sonny is also chairman of the District Advisory Committee of the 24th District. It is a pleasure to have the Republican candidate for Cook County Circuit Court Clerk, Diane Shapiro. Diane, how are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
Okay, good. Now tell us about yourself.
I've worked in the court system for 32 years, and I have done practically everything that there is. I worked in the sheriff's office from 79 to 84. I've worked in the adult probation department as an investigator since 1984. And I'm very familiar with all of the aspects of court management. And I've really enjoyed my career, and I would like to continue on working and giving back my 32 years to the taxpayers of Cook County.
Okay, and so how do you go about? So you're the Republican candidate. You're also the 46th Ward Republican committeeman.
Yes, I am. I was elected in February.
Okay, so I mean, obviously you're here as part of the campaign. Are you doing this full time right now, or you still have to work, or?
I still have to work.
Yeah, making a living sometimes does contribute to things.
But I take it on with joy.
Okay. And tell me, what are the things that you feel you can do in order to improve the office of the Cook County Circuit Court Clerk?
Well, I've worked in the system, as I said, for 32 years, and I'm very sad to report that morale throughout the whole system is very low. I like to feel that I'm the kind of leader that will inspire others to greatness. I am president of International Police Association, and I am our liaison to Israel. And I have worked with people a lot, and I know how to inspire and motivate. I also teach college. I've been teaching for 10 years at Triton College as an adjunct. So I think I've got a good handle on how to...
What do you teach over there?
Public speaking.
Very nice. Okay. Well, that'll come in handy in the campaign.
It has. Thinking on your feet.
Okay. So, I mean, do you have to set up appointments all over the place? Do you try to meet people? I mean, how do you go about things?
Well, it's sometimes Sisyphean, but I'm really enjoying it. I've met so many wonderful people through my travels. And along the way, I've gotten a lot of people that are inspired by me and are helping me and all over the city of Chicago and throughout Cook County. So it's very exciting because once I tell people about what I've got planned, it inspires them and they get excited that I'm going to bring in new technology because the stuff that we're using right now in the courts is about 30 or more years old.
So explain about that. I mean, how old is the technology, and what is it supposed to do, and what isn't it doing?
Well, our system hasn't been upgraded or updated since probably, I'll give credit, the early 1980s. It's built on a system in which the brain, as it were, of the operation is in downtown. We use dummy terminals, and there are basically 4 separate clerk systems. There's juvenile, adult, criminal, and civil. And none of these systems recognize one another. If, for example, a payment is made in one system, it's not registered in another. It's really a bloody mess. And I would be more than happy to show anybody who's interested in come to my office, check my website, which will show at the end of the program. I will personally give you a grand
Well, you
tour.
can give your website.
It's www.dianeshapiroforcookcounty.com, and it's number 4, cookcounty.com. I will welcome anybody to please come and see for themselves. The technology is lacking, administration is poor, people are unhappy. I want to be that leader, that person that you can talk to on a first-name basis. I'm not into titles. I want to be there. I want to work with the courts, with the judges, with the employees, and I want to lead us into a good future. And I'm very excited about that. And I've got people who are helping me, and I know the people that could come in and actually put in a computerized system that would be accessible from the outside. The DuPage County system would be the best example of what I would want to have in our system, because what we have is 1970s.
So tell me about, what about tell us a little bit about the DuPage County system.
The DuPage County system is great. You can go in and do www.dupagecountyclerk.com. You can file motions, you can pay fines, you can do all sorts of things that they're talking about being able to do in Cook County, but we can't. And I doubt that the platform would even sustain that kind of technology. We need to be completely pulled out. In DuPage County, you can also check on cases, you can do history checks on cases, follow cases in the court system. You can't do that in our system. It just will not support external access to it.
Okay. What are other issues you're concerned about?
A lot of issues. The waste. Do you know we're still using carbon paper in the courts?
Really?
Really. Carbon paper.
I didn't even know it existed anymore.
It does in our system. It's like we're in the twilight zone technologically.
Wow.
Come to the court and see.
Mm. Okay. And what are other examples of waste?
Oh.
Yeah.
This is our present clerk's annual report of her 2 terms, paid for by the taxpayers of Cook County. This is waste at its highest. To me, a public servant is elected to serve. The goal is not to make as much money as possible. The goal is to put yourself before others. If I am elected as the Circuit Court Clerk of Cook County, I will first and foremost be accountable to the taxpayers. All of my finances will be transparent. Do you know there are cases pending right now even about the bond situation? When you post bond at jail or anywhere, that money is placed into a general fund. You will only ever get back 90% of that money, regardless of how much money has been made or generated interest-wise on that. I'm concerned with a lot of things being broadcasted publicly that have been hidden up till now. There are numerous cases pending now against the Circuit Court Clerk, both professionally and doing business as the Circuit Court Clerk, some of which are occupational hazards, but many of which are things that need to be brought out into the public because it's the public's right to know. And if you were able to search that system in a proper manner, you would be able to locate these cases. Because I know how to use the system, which is extremely cumbersome. I can show you where all of these cases are in the law and chancery sections. I'm not running on a negative. I want to run on a positive. What I will do differently is I will be clear and transparent. I am going to get rid of the security detail that is currently in place. I will drive my own car. I do not need a chauffeur. And it is not beneath my dignity to use public transportation. In fact, I'm learning how to ride a motorcycle.
Cool. Speaking of dental problems, we were talking about that before. That I do have a tooth that was donated to my last motorcycle ride. Okay. So, okay, give us your contact again, your contact information.
My website is www.dianeshapiro4cookcounty.com, and my personal email address is dianeipa@yahoo.com, because again, I am our International Police Association president and our liaison to Israel. And everybody has access to it. So my life is not my own, but you know what? I love the work that I do, and I take everything on, as I said before, with joy. And I'm just really excited about this election, and I'm looking forward to a spirited campaign.
Well, we want to wish you a lot of luck, and good luck in the campaign, which is already in progress. It's too early for punch numbers, I take it.
No, punch me. I don't know.
No. In other words, you don't have your punch number yet from the
No, I don't.
Board of Election Commission.
No, I don't.
Diane Shapiro, the GOP candidate for Cook County Circuit Court Clerk. I always fumble on that name. Thank you so much, and good luck.
It's a lot of alliteration, yeah.
Okay.